So the Joker's 2 critical reviews are out, and let's just say they're not doing so good. They're bad. They're actually horrible, I'm trying to say. Joker 2 is officially the biggest flop of 2024 and has scores lower than all your worst movies this year. Which is strange considering Joker 1 was a very liked movie. Which only begs the question, why is this film so hated? That's what I'm figuring out today by scouring the internet, watching video reviews, reading comments, reading more comments, all just to figure out why everyone hates the Joker 2.
And at most points you have the music interrupting the scenes. It doesn't know if it wants to be a musical or if it wants to be a drama.
Now, musical numbers pointlessly just interrupt the story.
You'd think, okay, it's a musical, and I was worried about that. My worries were valid, because the musical numbers suck.
So if you don't know by now, this film is a musical. It's meaning people are going to be jumping around, singing. Maybe that's a big reason why they got Lady Gaga to play the role of Harley Quinn, which not many dislike in this film. But how do I say this? It pissed a lot of people off. See, people did not see this coming, which you could say make it unexpected but also offensive. See, people did not only dislike the musical aspect of this film, they hated it, with some saying the musical scenes were pointless, to them saying it drags around with the story, making the movie worse. But what I would tell anyone in this case is just don't watch the movie. If you don't like musical films, this won't immediately cancel this film and factor it as bad. It just wasn't for you. The fact that a musical wasn't for you.
Arthur Fleck was the same guy at the end of the film that he was at the beginning. We didn't learn anything more about him. They didn't expand on the brilliant social commentary that we got from the first film. And when I walked out, I went, yeah, this is why they never wanted to do a sequel.
They made another one? Yes. Why? That's the question many have asked in the past few days since the movie was released. Like, it left them with so little, they had to wonder, why bother making this film in the first place? See, a lot of what we know or has been expected from this film came from the trailer, and that's the problem. This movie is nothing like the trailer. More or less, it's more of the Joker 1. It's not big of what it's trying to do or trying to release. It's very simple. Simple in the same way Joker 1 was simple. Which definitely came through as disappointment for a lot of people who were expecting much of a Joker thriller by this film. Same way we've seen in the trailer, leaving them much disappointed.
It almost feels like we're reverting backwards with Arthur or redoing Arthur's arc in the previous film, but it doesn't feel like we're just cutting this new path and going forward.
Joker Folie à Deux feels not only all over the place, I feel they backtracked on Arthur Fleck. Whereas later...
Talking about this movie's subject, what is it about that made people so furious after watching it? This movie is about Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker, who is held in a mental asylum waiting trial for the crimes he committed as the Joker and being a Skibidi Ohio Rizzler. What else? Nope, that's it, that's the movie. It's nothing much. Where it's similar in style to the first Joker movie, you could almost say they're the same. Where you could say this movie is almost an explanation to everything the Joker did and happened in the first installment. Which brings me back to what I have said before about standards and expectations for this film. First being a musical which didn't go well with fans, and second being a low materialized, low reach film, which also isn't going well with fans. Maybe if people try to lower their expectation for this film a bit, I would believe more people will enjoy and be less harsh on this film generally. And no one was able to do that, because that's human nature. If you make a great movie, people will expect more and better from the next installment. Nothing what the Joker did or tried to prove.
I won't give it away, but they do something at the end of this movie that they thought was so cute and clever and was just stupid. Like, so stupid that it actually undermines part of my enjoyment of Joker 1 as well.
And yes, this movie has an open ending. What's an open ending, you might ask? An open ending is when a film or a show ends with no clues of what is going to happen next, keeping the story unresolved. That begs two questions. First, why? Did you actually have to do that? Make me wonder. No. Staying up all night, wonder what happened. Maybe that's just me, but that ending did frustrate a lot of people off. Have a normal ending. Kind of play smart, ambiguous, and all that. And to the second question it begs, does that mean there will be a third Joker movie? As of this date, nothing has been confirmed, but I guess nope, after the box office bomb this film has created and the bad reviews it got, it's safe to say, RIP to any installment of the Joker that might have a chance to being born.
Again, no character development, nothing to say, no point to the whole thing. The music just interrupted the story instead of telling the story. And I didn't feel like we walked out with anything after the movie was done.
And this movie never finds a road that works. In my opinion, it just meanders around and pointless and stupid and boring, and nothing ever really takes off.
And that's the Joker 2. The biggest flop of 2024 is to decide what has become of this film. But like I said before, this movie would have been able to be enjoyed if people didn't have much of a huge special expectations for this film, like this person did, or this person did, or any of these reviewers did. It's a musical, so if you don't like musical, why bother watching this film? But that's people's nature, to expect better and more from a very good prequel to a very once successful franchise. Tell me down in the comments below if you liked or hated the Joker 2. Until next time, goodbye.